Hello and welcome back to Jade's story, where it is time to give our newborn pups their names. We had 3 lovely pups, 1 male and 2 females, and I gave everybody time to get their names in and their guesses and all that stuff, so we're just going to jump right into that. So our male is going to be named by Alex Plays because their favorite is the male, and so everybody gets a name on the pup. Like I said, the last episode we have Alex Plays gets a name, Kenyon Roll, and Ezra gets to name a pup. So the male is going to be named Kai. I always thought that was pronounced K, but it's pronounced Kai, and I love the name Kai. And let me pull up this real quick. So the name Kai means ocean or sea, and in some cases it means victory or blessing. It came from the Japanese culture, and it said Kai, so that was from Alex Plays, and it can be associated with a lot of other stuff. I'm not going to get into all of that because I want to get these other pups named too. So next up we have Ezra, who gets to name this little female. So let me pull up the wheel. Here we go. And they suggested a few names, but they really wanted one to have one of the females named Maeve or Eli after one of their wolves, or their wolves who have passed. My mind is all over the place today. I apologize if I'm kind of scrambled. And we have Maeve. So our second female is Maeve. Wonderful. Alright, so the third female gets to be named by Kenyon Roll, so we have 3 names to choose from for our female. So let's go ahead and give it a spin and see what our third female's name gets to be. And it looks like we have Jolene. Perfect. Jolene. Okay. So we now have 3 named pups, Kai, Maeve, and Jolene. Thank you guys so much for your name suggestions. I greatly appreciate them. And yeah, these 3 are very special pups because they could very well be Jade and Malachite's last litter. Let's get some name tags up so we can see. And just kind of lay down here for a moment and do some pup cam. So here is our male, Kai. Little cutie pie. He's very light in color. We have a Spore digging behind him, and Kai copying his older brother. Looks like we have some playing going on over there. And we have one of our females, Maeve, who actually kind of looks a lot like Sapphire there when she was standing next to her. Might end up with a coat kind of like citrine and turquoise. Coming down to check out the antler and hang by the spring. A pup after her mother's heart, apparently. Alright, and then where's her other pup? She's probably in the den. Yeah, Maeve just went into the den. So Jolene is hiding in the den right now. Apparently feeling a little bit tired. Kay is sorry, I've always pronounced that name Kay, so I apologize if I'm going to struggle with that. Kai is out here hanging with the pack still. We have Amazonite getting chased by Lavender and Malachite. Esme getting in on it up there too, maybe. Sapphire showing a little bit confident tail, sniffing at the air. I think maybe it's the rabbit over there that she's smelling, but it has Jade feeling a little bit nervous. We are smelling some dispersals over here. Pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, female dispersals from the Storm Pack. I bet that's citrine. think Jade is going to go ahead and send Kai in with his sisters and maybe go take a look at that. We need to kind of strengthen up the territory anyways. And we're just going to go ahead and head out. Whoever wants to follow can follow. Looks like Amazonite, Malachite, and Esme are up here hanging out together. Hi guys. Anybody want to join me on a trip to maybe see your sister? Obviously not Malachite's sister, but yeah, it would be Esme's and Amazonite's sister. So like some elk up in this direction as well. We need to mark this territory anyway, so it works out that we are heading in this direction. Missed it. We have our big elk school here, who all decided to come with us. Quite a few of us, actually. We have Spore, Amazonite, and Esme. Amazonite and Basil telling Esme what's up, apparently. Malachite, Kayla, and we have Still and Solstice on over here. Alright, let's see if we can't go find Citrine. She might be hanging out with the Rosebud pack, actually. And they might be trying to do a hunt over here with the elk, because that scent is getting pretty strong. Pretty sure we needed to head east anyways for territory. So I think this will all work out in our favor a bit. Well, there's the herd. Here goes Solstice and everybody. Don't think we were completely prepared to hunt yet. And I feel like we ran into Coyote Creek a lot faster than we normally do, so I was just curious if Citrine was over here hunting these elk as well. How hungry is everybody? Everybody's not doing too bad on food, actually, so hunting is probably not super necessary. We'll just go see if we can't find Citrine and, you know, still a little bit of territory while we are over here. Oh, getting tracks on the ground. Who is this? Right, that would be Citrine. It's like heading that way. Alright, well, let's see if we can't steal this really quick and then we can follow those tracks and see if we can track her down. And just say hi, see how she's doing, check in. Here we go. We need to create our scent post, and Jade is obviously going to put it in a better spot. It'll be right here. You know, in her older years, she might get a little bit lazier about exactly where she puts her scent posts. We'll have to see how this year goes with her. Alright, let's track Citrine down, see how she's doing. looks like she might be hunting after all, and we do smell that other rosebud dispersal, so I do think they are probably hanging out together. It's like all rosebud. Where did Citrine's tracks go? I think they're hunting because the elk are running off. I'm only smelling rosebud dispersal now. I've lost Citrine's scent. Yeah, I don't think we want to spend a whole lot of time trying to find Citrine just to say hello, but I mean, if we can, then Jade certainly would like to. But if they're hunting, then it's going to be hard to catch up with them, so I think Jade will be happy just, you know, smelling that Citrine is still around somewhere, and, you know, she knows that she's doing okay. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more howling here. Alright, let's head to the south. Jade catching a bunny for old time's sake. Just gotta keep her stomach fed to make sure that she can feed the pups when she gets home, whether the other pack members get food or not. You know, she's got to make sure she has enough to give the pups. Also smelling some male dispersals from the superior pack. It'd be interesting to see if Citrine ends up finding a mate or not. Oh, here we are at our rendezvous site. Or at our old rendezvous site, I should say. I think Jade is tempted to bring back the glow stick with them. Just because they don't really need to be holding food right now, and they've been using a different rendezvous site, so you know, I think she would like to have this for her pups to play with, and you know, everybody always seemed to enjoy the glow sticks, so she's happy to bring that to a place where they are more likely to visit again. She doesn't know if they'll ever be using that rendezvous site again or not, and you know, maybe whoever ends up taking over the pack when Jade and Malachite pass, maybe they'll want to use it in the future, but then, you know, if they want the glow stick, they can bring it back to that spot. Here's our old den site. With the show, oh my gosh, words. I tell you, my brain and my words are just not here today. The snowshoe is right here. Where do we want to go from here? Yep, I think we do want to go down here, follow the valley down, and, you know, we have our other old den over here. Jade has always been wanting to keep them in her territory just in case she ends up needing to use them again, or, you know, if, you know, whoever takes over the pack when they're no longer, maybe they'll want to use these fens again. They've always been good places to use and are around good hunting grounds, so it makes sense that she would want to keep them in her name, per se. I think our scent post is over on that hill over there. Yep. I don't know why she put it way over here. I mean, it would make more sense to have it closer to the den, but it's always been over here, so this is where it's gonna stay. And there we go. Okay, we'll go a little bit more to the south. Just kind of doing a territory run today. Like I said, everybody's still pretty good on food, not too worried about that. We have entered geode territory. I don't think this is one that we super need. So I don't think we're going to worry too much about that. We'll just focus on our own territory. And if we need that territory later, we can definitely take it over if we need to, and we can. What do we have out in front here with us? We have Esme to our left, Basil and Amazonite to our right, with Malachite by our side. You know, again, Amazonite out in front, leading the way. Basil, showing a lot of promise too. And Jade's happy to see Esme up here, joining them as well. See some elk laying down over there. Should be getting close to our marker. And there it is. Looks like somebody's doing some hunting down here. Who is that? We have the female Hayden dispersal chasing the white bark herd. Okay, well. Yeah, let's head north. I think we'll just head back to our den up here then and call it good for the day. Okay, our post should be on this rock. Perfect. And we need a picture of this because it's pretty. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better of a picture here. Jade running with the glow stick like she is a young pup again. Very cute. Alright. Here we are. Hello, everybody. We had a nice little outing, and we brought you back a little toy to play with. Everybody is instantly feeding the pups. Lovely. Would have been cool if we could have found Citrine, but like I said, Jade is happy that, you know, she's still out there. You know, and nearby. She's doing okay, it seems. No, little one. Which one is this? This is Kai. Kai seems to like staying close next to Mom. And here's Jolene, now that she's out of the den and we can see her. And there's little Maeve. So Maeve is a little bit darker than the other two. Jolene a little bit lighter than Maeve. I think Jolene and Kai might be a little bit harder to tell apart. They do look a little bit different, but poor Maeve's just stuck on Esme there. So let's see if we can't get a nice pack picture of everybody hanging out. Who is over here? We have Seven and Kayla just sitting together. Lavender kind of wandering off that direction. Alright, well, let's go back to Jade and lay down, get some sleep. Catch up on some rest. Looks like Steel is laying right next to that glow stick there. Oh. And now he's playing with it. Oh, it's very cute in the dark because it just lights everything up. We got Malachite doing a play bow to, I think, is that 7? Or, yeah, that's 7. Very cute. And who is whining? Jolene is like, I want to play with the glow stick. And then she went and asked Spore for some food, which he happily gave up. A Sapphire, and is this Kayla? No, it's Esme. Okay, Esme and Kayla, I am starting to get mixed up, even though they look different. Jolene looked like she was trying to sneak up on Esme. Alright, how is everybody doing? It's like getting a little bit hungry. Pups are doing fine, but the adults are getting a little bit hungry. Let's check our known wolves tab really quick. Wow, we have a lot of dispersals over here. We still have some we need to name. Citrine is still over there hanging out. Doesn't look like anything's changed with Coyote Creek or Geode Pack. For Cottonwood Creek, everything is looking the same. Okay, and map. Territory's looking pretty good. We could use to go west today, or tonight, I should say. So I think Jade is going to go ahead and send everybody in. Malachite, I think you might be in the way. Good job, Kai. Look at that problem solving that you just did. He couldn't get by Malachite, so he ran all the way around the tree and into the den. What a smart pup. Maeve kind of just stayed stuck there and didn't do that, so, you know, I think that shows a little bit of smarts on Kai's part. Oh, I'm trying to get a drink, but it's a little deep there. Alright, so we need to go west then. Let's do a sniff. Sage Creek Pack. Female dispersals. We do smell some elk in this direction, so it's all the way we need to go. We'll go ahead and head out and see who chooses to come along with us. Looks like we have Basil again coming out with us, again out front. Esme out front once again. Sapphire and Spore and Solstice, very nice. Lavender, 7, Steel. Kayla. Amazonite. Did everybody come? Who stayed home? Nobody stayed home. Okay. Everybody wanted to come today. Gotcha. That is fine. It will make feeding everybody a lot easier, and then we can, you know, send some wolves home once they are fed. What do we do? Lose the elk scent? We have a marker up here. Amazonite, what are you doing over here? Did you eat a bunny or something? You had hearts going up. Hey, Sapphire. Lovely to see you join us. Alright, looks like we could use to go a little bit to the north, but let's see if we can't smell the elk anymore. I do smell the elk, actually, over here. Okay, and we see them up there, mingling with the bison, it looks like. Looks like a mule deer right beside him as well, or a wolf trying to hunt the bison, maybe? Ah. There are some wolves trying to hunt the bison. We got 2220M. And these guys, do we know these guys or no? I think these are the De Borgia males. The De Borgia brothers are trying to hunt some bison. In which case, you know, I think this would be a good teaching moment for her pack, you know, like, alright guys, watch these guys. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and this is why we don't hunt bison. Oh. No, guys. Guys. That was a terrible idea, Spore. You ran into a bison, didn't you? Alright. No more watching the other pack. Trying to give you a lesson, and you're like, oh, wolves. Let's hunt these guys instead, okay? Stay out of the way. Kind of surprised that other, like the De Borgia males were trying to hunt the bison when the elk herd was right here. Everybody staying pretty steady with Jade. Everybody being pretty patient, allowing the elk to wear out and, you know, start showing their weaknesses. Which means Jade's teachings must be paying off a little bit. Oh, there's Steel. Seen a flash of him for a moment. Oh, there he goes. He's running up. Is Steel going to make our first choice? No, he was just running up there for a minute, kind of testing the elk. Let's see, where are we headed? Do we need to turn the herd? Yes, we do. We also need to mark here. Alright, come on. Let's get out front and turn the herd, guys. Oh, found the den. There we go. Have we turned them enough? Not really. There we go. Perfect. What's a spike? Who knows? He might be weak. We will see. Just want to get them further into our territory first. Looks like Basil is kind of locking in on him, and he's turning off of the herd, so I think no, he's not weak at all, Basil. Not at all. Not worth it. Too strong. Come on. Don't get hurt unnecessarily, guys. Come on now. Keep them running. We got Wind and Shine from the Sage Creek pack. Looks like these guys are going to run back into other pack territory. We need to get them turned around again. Nice den here. Okay, which way are we going? There we go, that's better. It sounds like we have a helicopter flying over now, so again, I apologize for background noise. And it looks like this is our target. We can probably run her a little bit closer to our den. Maybe. Everybody looks like they are hungry and they want to take her down now, so. We have 7 really getting in there. I think Kayla was in there, Esme and Solstice. Steel, very nice, and Solstice, good job. Good job, 7. You did very good. I've seen you in there. Jade allowing her pack to do more of the work now that she's getting a little bit older. You know, she's a little bit slower, a little bit weaker. You know, not as young as she used to be, and she needs to know that her pack is going to be able to feed themselves when she's not here anymore to do it for them. So she's very happy to see them take that elk down so easily on their own. Got stuck. Oh, who's coming in here? It's a Wolverine. Pack's gonna have fun biting him, making him go away. Going to take a chunk of this. Everybody got full, right? There's no need to like stay and keep... Oh, Spore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Spore. Get away from that weasel right now. Whatever it is. Wolverine. Weasel. Spore. You really did run into that bison back there. And you should not have been hunting with us. You should not have been mingling with that Wolverine. You should have Been sent home. Can't believe. Like, why didn't I check his health after that happened? That was dumb. We could have lost Spore. We could still lose Spore. We need to get him home quickly. Where is home? This way. Gosh, we still have territory that needs to be done out here too, but you know what? Pack is tired. Spore is very, very not good. And yeah, we need to get back. Spore, don't you even try to bite that mule deer. Like, one kick and you could be done. Like, we are going to get home and just pass right out before anything has a chance of happening because Spore is that close to death. I had no idea.